Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. Today is a video of case studies for young fire born in the summer season. So let's dive into the first example. This is a daily master young fire born in the May birth month. So the yearly pillar is Yin Wood and Yin Earth. The monthly pillar is Yin Meadow and Yin Fire. The daily pillar is Yang Fire and Yang Fire. And the hourly pillar is Yang Wood and Yang Fire. So for any Bazi chart, we need to first identify the environment this daily master lives in. What makes this case quite tricky is it includes two special combination relationships that ends up changing the traits and character of certain player in the Bazi chart. And without accurately identifying those combinations' impact, we might very easily draw inaccurate conclusions. So the first tricky relationship is those three earthly branch. Because they're the three consecutive earthly branch all belong to the summer season, they have a special three combination. So even though this particular earthly branch is an earth type of element, because it's in this special combination relationship, it's changing its essence from an earth to a fire. So those three form a very strong fire chi on the bottom row. And the second tricky relationship is this combination on the heavenly stamp. There are 5 pairs of heavenly stamp combinations, and Yang Fire and Yin Meadow is one of those 5 pairs. So because of this commingling relationship, it actually reduces the energy for both. Knowing the two special relationships here, that enables me to draw a different conclusion for analyzing the environment this young fire lives in. So looking at the bottom row, the 3 combinations form a fire, strong dominant chi, and the other guy remaining here is the same as fire. So the entire earthly branch is a fire, very pure fire energy. And then let's look at the top row. Because this metal is entangled in this relationship, so it's rendered kind of very weak and useless. And wood and metal are also enemy, they're colliding with each other. So this guy is fairly weak. And other than metal, the top row's dominant chi is wood. So this whole entire Bazi chart is actually the non-standard type. Because the Bazi seesaw is tilted so much, I pretty much have wood and fire as my dominant players here. And because wood grows fire, so it's also same as me or the element supporting myself. I'm so darn strong. My seesaw is tilted to the point that what's the chance I'm able to be in a balanced state, right? It's pretty slim chance. That's why it's the non-standard Bazi type. Then you really want the same as me to keep my tilt the way it is during this annual or 10-year trend. So for this particular non-standard Bazi example, it actually craves more wood and water element during the annual or 10-year trend. So in contrast, the moment you have water, earth, or metal, those type of elements showing up in your annual or 10-year environment, that's actually the unfavorable timing of this person's life where you might actually run into more hurdles and difficulties. So for the second example, this is a young fire person born in the month of June. So the yearly pillar is a young meadow and young wood. The monthly pillar is a young water and young fire. The daily pillar is a young fire and young earth. And the hourly pillar is a Yin Earth and Yin Water. This is another example I picked intentionally to contrast with the first example. So it also has a one tricky relationship, because those three are also the three key ingredients to form that three combination strong relationship. In contrast to the three consecutive one in the same season, this is the triangle type. So you have one of those three different categories of earthly branch, right, from three consecutive seasons, because this is the beginning, the initiation type for spring. This is a pure type for summer, and this is the storage type for autumn. So they form a strong triangle relationship. It's the same result of a fiery type of qi. So on surface, you have wood and earth type of earthly branch, but in essence, they kind of convert them and morph them into a fiery type of effect. So I would say because of that special combination, you have fire on the earthly branch. But then on the top row, there's nothing tricky or combining sitting out there. Why wouldn't this example be a non-standard type? The reason is you have a water here, connected to water on top, and you have a meadow growing water. So that seesaw, you have a strong enough player of water and meadow combating your wood and fire energy. So you kind of have a chance of balancing. That's why this is not a non-standard type. It's still a standard type of bazi. And in that case, the favorable element will be actually more water and meadow to make your seesaw balanced. Because this fire, in comparison, right? If you fire and water fight with each other, this guy is so strong, it's gonna win. So you weaken the water's root. Even though I have a meadow supporting it, I still crave for that additional meadow and water support, especially on the earthly branch during the annual or 10-year trend, to make my bazi more in a balanced state. And the last example is a Yang Fire person born in July. So the annual pillars are Yang Water and Yang Wood. The monthly pillars are Yin Fire and Yin Earth. The daily pillars are Yang Fire and Yang Meadow. And the hourly pillars are Yang Earth and Yang Earth. This one has no special relationships anywhere. So first I'm like, what's the condition of this daily master? I look at position number 6 first, because that's the dominant, most influential factor, right? You have a Yin Earth type, including also like wood and earth. So it's a dry earth type, the end of summer, right? It's still kind of dry and hot. And then I have another wood grows fire. So, and then I have another fire sitting next to myself. So it's not a super weak daily master to begin with, because I have supporters. And in this position number 6, it also has fire and wood embedded in there. So it's a fairly balanced, more leaning towards a strong daily master. So the number one favorable element, you want to look for strong yang water. That's ideal. Thankfully, this person has a yang water sitting here. This is a good sign, but then the next step is this favorable element strong enough? Then I need other water metal supporting it. It has a yang metal here, but the unfortunate situation is positionally, it's so far removed from this yang water. It's not doing its job as supporting it. I wish I could switch the wood and metal. Then this metal will be way more useful. And another disease of this bazi chart is there are way too many earth everywhere, and earth suppresses metal. So that's a disease we need to treat, because too much earth will render this yang water useless. And without the strong supporter sitting right next to itself, it creates that imbalance of my favorable element water is still too weak. I need more support to keep it in balance. So this particular Bazi chart, it actually craves more water, yearly or 10-year environment to introduce my favorable element. Actually, when it comes more wood, it plays double duty. Wood, even though it grows fire, and fire doesn't actually need more wood to grow it, but wood also suppresses earth. So I would say in that case, wood will be kind of a neutral time in your life that it serves me well to cure the disease, but it also could make me a little tilted to the direction I don't want. And in terms of metal, that would be a favorable element as well, because not only metal grows water, which is the direction we want, but also because earth grows metal, it indirectly reduces the strength of this too much earth disease I have. So that's how we analyze the Bazi chart. The number 1 and 2 favorable element would be water and wood. And I would say when metal comes, it's quite favorable as well. So that's how I analyze the Bazi chart for a young fire born in the summer season. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.